So we are seeds. And as seed, the power to reproduce is inherent in us. To make a meaning as we go gradually. The significant thing to note about the seed is that it is within. The first tree that God created sprouted from within the earth. The seed to produce the next set of fruit lay within the fruit. In both instances, God placed the power of fruitfulness within. God has so designed life on earth in such a way that what we need to do, the things He wants us to do, are not far from us. Where are they? In the case, what we need is within us. God created the trees. The first trees He created sprout from the earth. But within the trees are the seed to produce the next set of fruits and trees. So reproduction continues. That is how it is with the animals. That is how it is with the human beings. The seed to produce the next generation is within us. So when we are looking at the next generation, where do we look? I can hear you, church. Where do we look? We look within. That's the danger of somebody not living a better life. Because it is what you have, that's what you give. So when we are looking out for the next you, it is inside you. The things you will produce will represent your person. That is why the world is going bad. The world is not going bad because another world is coming to affect it. The world is going bad because good people are producing bad people. I didn't say we are bad people. We are good people. But good people are what? And that's the problem. Our economy is having issues, having turbulence. It's not growing. It's not doing well. Yeah, because we have good people that are producing a bad economy. We are very good people. And we are producing bad economy. The only trouble I have here is that the Bible says a good tree does not produce bad fruit. So I don't understand what's going on here. A beautiful water does not produce saltiness. I don't understand. Sometimes we complain in Nigeria as if the economy that is like this now just jumped on us. Somebody just came from somewhere and regulated to be like this. We are all part of it. We gave birth to the leaders. We gave birth to the people. We agreed to the matters. And we are flowing with them. I mean, not be so. Is it Europe that have made us to be like? Yes, they have their influence. Americans have their influence. Is it them? Is it they that came to tar our road? Is it American people? Is it European that came to give us the hospitals that they came to build it? They are working inside the hospital. It's the seed though. The problem is the seed. But I wouldn't want to go in that dimension this morning. I want to go in the dimension of the power of the seed. That you should look within. You have what it takes to become anything. The next generation is in you. You are the next generation because you will produce it. Your children, my children, is the next generation. Is that not? It's our seed. The difference is that, hear me, when they say somebody is a criminal, oh, he went to steal tomatoes somewhere, he went to steal from that store, he's a criminal. Is that not? But somebody siphoned money for the public in an office and used it for himself, he's a worker. Is that not? That man is a criminal. So when he gave birth to a seed who has no opportunity to work in an office, and he must express, he must exhibit the power that produces him, then he must enter into a man's store and steal. That's the difference. That's the difference. So it is what we produce that we are seeing everywhere. We have a generation that are materialistic. So because we are materialistic, we celebrate material things. We celebrate money. We celebrate fancy things, flashy things. So that is why when our child that is in JSS 3 come with an iPhone of 500, we hail him. You are, where do you get this from? It's not an issue. You are doing wow, this will be fine. Snap him with it. This one is far brighter than others. My 55,000 naira phone. Snap me, and send me the picture so that I can put it on Facebook. I'm sure you are getting the message very clear. Yes, that is it. Because you've lost value. Because you even tell your children. Was one close to where we live. A child. My wife was asking them, I don't used to see your child again. Where is he? He said, stay with the auntie now. Child of between 17, 18 years. Then the next time we saw, he started driving a lady's bike first. Then the father will use the lady's bike too. Then in a few months, he started driving a Formatic Benz. Then the father too was now parking it in front of his house. Then he began to drive it. It's a problem of the seed. And now they are haywire. And it's an only child. Parents, it's the seed. But am I telling you that can't a 19-year-old boy produce money to society? Yes, but it will not be an advisable thing for a 19-year-old boy that is, it's not even in school. Even if it's in school, to be driving a Formatic around town, he won't learn well in school. Even if he has. So it's not, that should not be his what? His focus and priority. But because we are in a world that is, and especially in this part, very terrible, parents will celebrate him. After a while, he will not die before the parents. Because the life he wants to live in the future is what is called back. But you that is here, look within you. The seed to produce a better Nigeria is in you. The seed to produce a good life is where? Is in you. Let me warn you. Praying that God should come and do things He has given you power to do is a nonsensical nonsense. If we pray from here, as I will come in this morning, the thought that will come into me. I said, God, just give us some money. We could grade this place, this few place to the tie road, and do an interlocking from our church front to join the tie road. It's not possible. That was what I was thinking. That was the thought I came to church with when I drove and I met that thing. I said, what will it actually cost if we grade this place down, then interlock it, then ask the local government mayor, the council chairman to come and commission the road at the church? It will be fine. You know what? the resources to do it is within us. So if we stand here to fast and pray, oh God, let the government remember us. This road must be tarred. Oh God. It's a very useless prayer. It's a very backward way of thinking, praying, and reasoning. Should have been, oh God, help us with ideas of what we need to do to generate resources and what? And interlock the road. If we are praying that within a short time, ideas will come. Only 3-5%. If we get within 2-3 million, that place can be interlocked and it become one of the most solid small avenue in the whole environment. But you'll be thinking that somebody will always come to do it for you. That thought of somebody will help me. Somebody should. Each time you are praying for a destiny helper, do you tell yourself that me too, I'm what? I'm a destiny helper. Hear me, the reason why destiny helpers are not coming your way is because you are not helping somebody. The easiest way to attract destiny helpers in life is for you to first assume the office of a what? A destiny helper. Your first prayer point should be, oh God, make me a what? A destiny helper. But you are always wanting somebody to help you. You want God to help you. If it is possible, you know why Nigeria is not developing. If it is possible, the government should make a bar for us, cook soup, give to us so that we can be eating. Come and wash our plates. Come and sweep our compound. Yes, because we are born of royal priesthood. Even Jesus trekked from Nazareth to Jerusalem. The garment he was wearing didn't come from up. He was sewing them. He was planning his life. For goals to be achieved, you must grow. And how will you know that you are growing? You will know that you are growing if you can understand that the seed to become great is where? Is it? Let me interpret the scripture to you today the way you've not heard it. Isaiah 55 and verse number 10. Isaiah 55 and verse number 10. Oh, glory to God. Everybody. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven and returneth thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give what, everybody? Seed to and bread to. How many persons are there? How many? Number one. Number two. But the rain that brought what? Something. Brought it to who and who? At what time? You are getting confused now. You're not talking again. The rain that cometh down and the snow from heaven, when it comes down, it waters the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud. And it giveth seed to the sower and bread to the eater. Is a riddle. We've used this scripture to do all kinds of things, raise fund and do all kinds of things. But let me tell you the thing today. Can I tell you? How much will you pay me? When I finish preaching, you won't take me to refresh me. You will leave me here. Why are you like that? Sometimes when I finish preaching, you take me to refresh me. Tell me, say, Pastor, this is revelation. But I tell you to come and sow seed into my life for you. Come on, tell your neighbor to use your conscience and be a blessing to pastor. All right, let me tell you revelation. Listen. What God is saying is this. That every money that comes into your hand, I'm using money as an example. Every money that comes into your hand, there are potential seed inside the money. There is the part of the money you should eat. There is the part of the money you should keep. They hear person for money. I come again. Every money that comes into your hand, every. There is a part of the money you should eat as food, as clothing, and pay your bills. There is a part of the money you should keep as seed to produce another money. Each time you have money and eat all of it, you are not righteous. Oh, you think it's also part of my mind? The Bible said the righteous liveth an inheritance. For what? So when you finish it, are you righteous? Or you think I don't know what I'm saying? There must be part of it that is a seed. The reason why we are not developing is because when God bless us, we eat it all, both the seed. The reason why there is granite every year, where there is corn every year, where there is yam every year, is because the farmer, when he gets harvest, what does he do? He eats part of it and puts some in barns and silos to cultivate for the next season so that we can more yams. Oh, these guys. Let me talk to these guys first. Are you still in church with me? The reason why corn can never end is because when the harvester, the farmer plant corn, he gets the corn, he sells some to make money for his family. They eat some, they also dry some and keep them for the next season. But those of you who plant corn in your compound and harvest all of them, when you want to plant again, what do you do? The reason why the rich are richer is because they have certain account where every money they get, they pay their tithe. The rich pay tithe more than you do. They pay their tithes, they give their offerings, they give to their philanthropies, they give to people, they do all kinds of things. But they also have an account they call the untouchable account. They put any small money in there, small money in there. They don't use the money for anything. They just keep the money there. Some of those accounts for the past 10 years, they've not touched it. And the account is reading some millions right now. Suddenly, they will just hear that somebody is traveling abroad, that he wants to sell his car and sell his house. And the house of 40 million, the person is in a hurry. He wants to sell it for 12 million, want to sell it for 15 million. They will just go to that account, open it, bring the 15 million, and buy a house of 40 million. You are not listening to me again. Let me talk to my guy that is here. But many a time, you see opportunities, even land of people who are sick. They are sick. They are looking for money to amputate, to do an operation. A land that is selling for 7 million, they are ready to sell it for 1.2 million. You. My guy is getting the matter now. You're getting it, man. You're getting it. That's how it works. When you have your own, you buy big shoes, you buy everything. But the rich man, he will just pick on them. They must hawk them. A Yahoo boy will buy a GLK of 6 million, 7 million. After 1 year, 5 months, he's broke. He's hawking it. He said, God, just give me 2 million. Give me 2 million. There are some of the big boys that are driving GLK in this town of 7 million for 1.9 million, for 2 million. It's still new. They were prepared for it. When the seed, when the rain bring the thing and the fruit come, there's always a seed inside. You could see him living in one room and parlor for some years. You're like, this guy, with all of the things you are doing, I said, you know what he's doing? He's receiving rent from places and he's in one. You know the management of seed and fruit. Why is Nigeria suffering? Each time we have boom, we eat it all. When Goodluck Jonathan was the president of this country, we had boom. They call it excess crude oil money. Who goes say, well, I say, let's invest this money so that we can, let's share it with the federation account. Local government were receiving 500 million was there. They would squander it. They were flying girls to Dubai. They could not build a Dubai in Nigeria, but they would fly girls. Even within here, people will go to 911 every Saturday, Friday evening, 911 inside escravos. They ate it all. I saw a House of Assembly member the other day, a speaker, the other day, selling his land to it. Politics has failed him. He did not understand the power of war, of the seed. Why did I bring this kind of talk on Independence Day when I'm supposed to be making you to shout? So what is the seed? In agricultural term, a seed is a unit of reproduction capable of reproducing another plant. However, we also use the word seed as a metaphor beyond agriculture. We use it to describe the potential that lies within each of us. Seed is described as the potential that lies within each of us. This potential within us is what we activate to make our lives productive. In that sense, we can say that God has placed a seed within each one of us that when discovered and used will make our lives flourish. The source for our fruitfulness lies within us. Don't think it is somebody else. You will need to discover the seed that is in you. Some of you, singing is your seed. It's time you come to sing. It's a seed in you. So you need to process that seed so that the seed can reproduce. It is that seed that will make you fruitful. You know, I head on to preaching. That's the seed in my inside. Each time I hold the microphone to preach, I know somebody needs to be impacted. I know somebody needs to be blessed. So I get myself prepared and I speak. The only reason why the world listen to me, the only reason why people are watching me right now as I'm preaching, the only reason why you are seated and people recount with me is because there's a seed that is processed in my inside through which I'm impacting my word. You must discover the seed that is in your inside. If not, you cannot grow. You are a seed. And there are seeds, potentials in you that you must discover. Some of you are businessmen. You may be working somewhere or hugging, you are just wasting your time. Some of you don't know how to do business. You would have gone to school and look for a job to do somewhere. From there, begin to find out what potential lies in your inside. You can never be fruitful outside the potential that lies in your inside that you need to discover, process, and live with. Your fruitfulness is dependent on the seed that is in you. If you are waiting for people, you will wait endlessly. If you are looking elsewhere without looking inside, you won't do well. In Psalm 144, let's look at verse 12 through verse 14. Let me tell you why churches grow and why many churches are not growing. Why we are like this. Hit that person that is sleeping. It's a spirit of poverty. Hit it and hit it. You can't sleep. Sit down very well. The way you are seated now, you don't sit down like that when serious matters are discussed. When you sit relaxed like this, it means that poverty has built a house upon you. Sit ready to live. Are you still in church with me? Let's read. That our what? May be as plants grown up in where? Is it grow? When we're praying in this morning, you don't know what you're grown up in their youth. Grown up. How do you grow in your youth? You grow with knowledge. You grow with understanding. You grow with enthusiasm. You grow up in your youth knowing what to do, where you are going, the stuffs you are made up of. So that nobody will intimidate you and nobody of your age mate will talk you down. You know, man, know thyself. You must grow up. One of my friends was talking to somebody. He was interviewed a few days ago. They were asking him. Somebody else said, "Sir, if I have 1 million, in short, I have 1 million. What business you advise me to go into?" He looked at him. He said, 1 million. You don't go into business. So if you go into business with 1 million, it will finish, and you. The boy was confused. He said, if you have 1 million, put it into business, the 1 million will finish. You will struggle with it as a youth. 1 million to business, you give it to old people. Old people of over 50, 60 years to manage their life with, not for young people. What would want? It will end. It will. You are shocked, eh? You are shocked. Okay, should I tell you what you do? You don't go greet, take me out. You know, it's Independence Day, it's a service of fun. You are shocked too. If you have 1 million, you start business, it will fail. If you have 1 million, what should you do? Go on discovery venture. Go and buy information. Use the 1 million to update yourself with information. You have 1 million. Go and learn how to make design, make programming as a youth. You have 1 million. Go and learn the highest level of programming and how to break small videos and go and create community. Oh, you don't understand that one too. You understand community? Go and create community. Go and buy platform for yourself. Go and learn about currency. Go and learn crypto. Go and learn things. The old will not adventure those kind of things. But you don't understand. There are certain young boys that know things about currency, who trade bitcoins, who trade on cryptocurrencies. You think they are doing Yahoo, they are not. But there are some of you too who see that cryptocurrency and not that you just jump into it. You don't jump into it, you buy the information. You can travel from here to Lagos just to learn. One of my boys, who is a tailor, one of the clothes I wore before, he's building a suit I'm going to wear again, one of this wedding and all that. Now, tailor. He's a hair shading older graduate. He went to PTI, studied about environmental engineering. But he knew that's not the game. He left PTI, went to youth service, returned back, and he told himself that it's fashion design that is going to be the business. So what do? He traveled from here to ABBA. Nobody he knows there. Got to ABBA and paid one of the highest designer in ABBA and sat down for 2 years on how to learn how to sew. See, some of you, when you want to wear another, you carry your suit to ABBA to sew. So some of those suits you wear, you write put made in Turkey and all that, it's ABBA. This one I bought in the name of Turkey, but I know it's made in ABBA. You don't understand? You can never know. There are even some of them that are sold abroad. Somebody was talking about something. The guy said, that suit that you are wearing, he said, I made it. He said, can you make? I bought this suit in England and all that. He said, check so part of the name and so name is written on it. He looked at it, the name was there. He said, I made that suit. Guy confused. But I bought in England. I said, that's what I'm telling you. So the guy went to ABBA and studied 2 years on how to sew. Then he came back on how to sew. Then he went to Lagos and paid 150,000 for 1 day lecture on how to package. How do you do packaging of business? He flew to Lagos, learned how to package and how to do business with your skill. Today, almost every native shirt you see KK wear, Pastor Korade KK of Master's Place, Naim Bishoa. KK will call his boys in Lagos and say, this boy, no, you know, he's a big pastor, our Yoruba boy, call him. He's an Isoko boy. My son is planning to marry. He told me that I want to take my. I said, don't go to so place. Telling him I send you. I said, just go there. He'll charge you, but tell him I send you. And if the strength your son couldn't carry you, I'll come. He got there. I told him, say my pastor said, he called me. I was in South Africa. He called me and said, you've used that code for me again. And when he got there and saw, he told me, said the day he came there, he said they just gave him contract of 80 pieces of suit. Within 2 years of his business, he worth $100,000 US. You know what that means? No, you don't know. So you can't have 1 million. You want to go, it will finish. Nothing will happen. Nothing. For the youth, go and buy information. This can be only for the class. Sometimes I tell you to come for millionaire this and all that. I just did some tip for you. Some of you already discouraged. You don't know why I ask you to come. I told you sometimes you are my limitations. I know many things to do. But I want you to succeed. I'm carrying you. Yesterday I was asking myself, Bodjor, are you not sure it's time for you to leave this town? Leave these people. I still have one part of my mind telling me, I want you to succeed. I know many things that can make me succeed. So when I'm telling you something and you don't take it, it gets me. Continue that scripture. That our daughters may be what? As cornerstones, polished after the similitude of a what? What does it mean? Our daughters must grow and build up themselves to the extent that they can be asked. They are like decoration in where? Where they say they go be so. Where should you be now? I don't know if you talk again. Hear me, as a young girl, you are to build your life with knowledge, with what is in vogue. It's not opening your buttocks and your breast in street. There are people with brain. You don't understand. I was looking at the youngest commissioner in Delta State a few days ago. She's commissioner at 34. The youngest commissioner in Delta State is commissioner at 34. But you receive an award for entrepreneurship at the age of 21, 22. From South Africa. Already doing talk, presenting things at the age of 22 around the world. Already that foundation that tests cancer for free at the age of 22. What does he know? She bought information. Learn how to present seminars. Learn how to raise the next generation on entrepreneurship. So that when you are asked to come out, you don't show your, like my mentor, Dr. Shapoku, will say, you carry a hair, what they call it, Brazilian wig of 250,000 and put it on your coconut head with a certificate from a Uniport, and you are a tenant somewhere, and you are not ashamed or angry with yourself. Build yourself up. Build your brain up. That when you stand up to talk, the king will want to send for you. The nobles will want to send for you. He said, build yourself to the extent where you will be like a similitude that it used to decorate a palace. You know what that means? When you build yourself, when you grow up in knowledge, when you have information, you will only be found in noble places. The palace is a place of royalty. You will only be found in places of honor and respect. You marry into respect. You don't know that when you don't know anything, all you know is hairstyle, breast open, yansh open. You also marry, at a point you'll be thinking that the world has for you. Marry stupid. I learned something. I've picked the man who went to bury a few days ago. I carry biography. I carry and go. I put it on my table and I'm studying it. I'm studying the biography of the man. A professor of medicine. The wife, a professor, psychology or something. 4 children, some medicine, some. Then, watch this. The family, the one that died before, was a son, senior advocate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and a professor of law. Another one that died before, a professor of something else. From the same family, the eldest one now that is alive was the first, what they call them? This counselor, the one that didn't contest, the other one that I member of ESCO, supervisory counselor, the first supervisory counselor of my local government, a graduate, a woman, and all that. Now, so my friend who took me there, that is the mother side. And when they all came for the burial, the grandchildren, when you see doctors, Dr. Mrs., Dr. this, Dr. that, you see how come they say, for this land. Then in his father's side, the one he looked up to as a mentor was once Attorney General, a professor of law, a son, senior advocate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, himself a PhD holder in law, two times Attorney General of the same states, one time contested for the governorship of the state, and he's still there, a PhD, a senior advocate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Then you see set of others who are engineer, owns company, owns this, and their wives. Then you see the set of others who are all politicians are not from his father's side. Then the area they are occupying in their communities, only them. That is it. You get it, you see the duplex of this, see the building of this, see the building, only them in that environment. No, I went home with the biography of the man. Then I study the family. Then I study what is happening. Then I say, let me talk to you if you agree to grow. Those people, God just favored them and carried them and put them in one family. I mean, not be so. Not be so happy. How did they get to where they are? Let me ask you one thing. What are you pursuing? What's your pursuit in this life? Which goal do you want to achieve in this life? Boy, now you did pursue. You did dodge. Time of service, I want you don't dodge. Boy hands. You be fool. At this generation, girl, now is your goal. Hey, that my girl, I don't understand. One of that boys, they see some kind of text message from your phone. You are a stupid person. You are a complex fool. At this generation, you are pursuing girl. Now you did pursue. You parents. What are you imagining from the children you give back to? What is your take? They just break, they go to school. They come back. You don't even know how they are faring. You don't check their notes. You don't know anything about what they are doing. You don't even school. Anywhere they tell you, anywhere. Now you be the ogakpata of the fools. Because you are nowhere. Your parents were nowhere. And now you have privilege to raise a fresh generation of doctors, generation of great people. You are here telling you anybody want to live life, live this job. Anybody want to live life before, go live life. And I got the person. You must have something you are pursuing. You want to become like choir. Who are your model youth? Who do you want to be like in this world you are? Saturday here now. And I know say God go do and God do stupid words. What do you know God want to do? What do you have in your mind that you want to become that you are asking God to do? You don't have anything in your mind. They won't ask you what kind of man you want to marry. He said, I don't know anyone God bring to me. You see how foolish you are. Is that how you make your family proud? Is that how you're going to make God proud? Is there anyone? I'm waiting for my mommy. I don't know what they want my mom. Your mommy, you're waiting for your mommy. At 26, you're waiting for your mommy. 23, 20, you're waiting for your mommy. You! Oh, I'm very sorry for you. Where you are expected to be at the palace, at UN speaking. Where you are expected to become somebody great in life. When you are expected to make great impact in life, you, and 45, you are saying you are too old to go back to school. You, 45. Die illiterate now, die there. Tell me the next thing. I didn't know why they asked me to preach this morning. I'm not sure I asked myself to. Okay, maybe I sent myself here. Check. Who is that person? Put the next verse. You have BSc and you think you have an achievement. Tissue paper. Mates at 24. My friend in Abuja, the daughter became PhD at 24. 24. The son Larry became PhD at 24. The senior daughter, now he's doing PhD. The secretary to PTI. Only one belly right body. Senior son, daughter, secretary to PTI. The daughter that follow. You know the story now. PhD, married to the boy, PhD. The boy father and mother, PhD. They are in England. Then the last boy, Larry, PhD at 24. Married a Jamaican girl. The father and mother, lecturer in the university, professor. Then the only one who shut out, who was working in National Boundary. I called Mama a few days ago. Mama, well, he said he has gone to England with the husband. The husband, father, is a professor, Anambra State. Then the woman, double master degree holder, once assistant registrar, University of Maiduguri, then became the retired as the deputy director, National Boundaries Commission, Abuja. Verse 3. That our Ghanaians may be full, affording all manner of what? Where they be our Ghana? They talk of youth. They talk of the boys and girls. Have you not been so? They did not come and say that our Ghanaians. Where be the Ghanaians? Our church, our families may be full, affording all manner of stuff. That our sheep, who be the sheep now? It's not the human being. Our sheep will bring 4,000 and 10,000 in our streets. That the church will be filled of people. You think that if our church, as we grow here, we have senior advocate of the Republic of Nigeria, we have change of lawyers, we have change of doctors and politicians. Who will come trespass you in this town? Who? Not be every family you go through stone. If you try them, your leg not go reach ground. Because all the who and who, they are in there. When will your family come to limelight? You think you just pray and say, oh God, help this family. You know, help will not come. You may not be a mind. You speak over your children. You take it to Park Concrete. One of our women in Notowo here, Park Concrete and train the daughter to become a nurse. She was packing concrete. She said, go train this my daughter and train the daughter to become a nurse. And now when UK were looking for nurses, she applied. And the woman is in UK. And the woman said, hey, me when they carry concrete the other time, I'm ready for Mugo in England. International Mugo. And a concrete trainer become nurse. You. Even as I preach, so you the verse. Say which kind of thing they talk. Because you don't want to live life. You don't want to come on from the suffer ahead when you this. That our Ghanaians be full, our churches full, reasonable human beings. People, not beggars, not people asking for house rent. How can somebody be asking for house rent? You have wife. My wife don't born and then my business. Asking for school fees for children. You couldn't know that you pay school fees for children. How much is even the school fees you are paying? You know how much school fees people pay just to make their children get a better life. But your own, it doesn't mean anything. You are accustomed to suffering. The last verse. That our oxen may be strong to labor. That there be no breaking in or going out. That there be no complaining in our words. If you see shop at the seashore, we will complain. Things are working, we will complain. You come so you drive car, everybody park their cars. Would there be complaining? The car not the 4-point person here, you they work for her. You know, see the way they preach like this. So, not be spirit they catch me. I don't plan you like this. It's on Monday now they plan you come. It's on Monday. Ed, I can't send me one message. Can't spoil them again. I can't laugh. Now I can't. Admin send me one message. Now ask us. I said so that means I'm not a crazy. Because when I see people who are not saying this, so I now write and say that means I'm not mad. Because the message sent to me, it was a pastor. They hear me that was saying those things. I said, so that means I'm not mad. That one can't give me horns again. I was waiting for you. If you not come again after this event, I'm not going to look for you. I'll look for a new set of people who are ready to talk to. But we can't remain like this. We cannot. Johnny Obukotaso. That's how it be. That's so. My papa, that's so. I'm telling you what is invoked. You're talking of stupid, that's so. You are a seed. You are supposed to produce a nation. Only one of you here, you are a what? You are a nation. When you plant one rubber seed, it grows up. Plenty seed will break. What happened? Many rubber tree will come. You are a nation. You are a nation. You are not just an ordinary person. Don't live like a mumu person. Don't die like a chicken. You are a nation. I told you when you live in this world, you live for 4 reasons. Number 1, you live to make marks. Number 2, you live to make memories, create memories. Number 3, you live to gather momentum. Number 4, you live to make meaning. If you lived in this world, make no meaning, no mark for anyone, no memory for people to think on, no momentum that people can stand on and be elevated. You're a very stupid person. That there will be no complaining in our streets. Hear me, I want to close this thing out. Tell you a few things and I go. The seed stands for the source. It is the place from which you begin. Everything on earth has a beginning. Trees start as seed. Animals have their beginning as a fertilized egg. Products and inventions have their origin in an idea. Each of these is a seed. Product, what does it have? Product and invention have their origin in where? In an idea. Animals as fertilized eggs. Trees as seeds. All of these are seed. The seed stands for our undeveloped capacity. A seed is what you are capable of becoming, but you are not now. It is what will be, which is not now. That's the seed. It is what will be. There's something God wants you to be, which you are yet to become. That is your undeveloped capacity. That is your undeveloped capacity. Whether you are to be a great doctor, engineer, programmer, or pastor, God has given you the aptitude for it. He has already placed the seed for what you will be in your inside, in your spirit, in your thoughts, in your temperaments, and in your talents. God has placed what you will be in your inside as a seed. It reflects in your temperament. It reflects in your talents. It reflects in your thought process. It reflects in your spirit. Seeds are usually small and unimpressive until their potential is fully manifested. That is why they are very easy to ignore and despise. Just as the Lord brought forth plant from within the earth, He can bring forth great things from within you. Don't die small. Don't look at yourself as a non-entity. There's something great in you, but usually it is small and it will start as a seed. That little idea, put it on ground. Start it by writing it down. That company don't start with money. It starts by looking for the company name and metamorphose into registering it as an entity. Then you begin to look for very relevant things to make it start. But when you're looking for money first to start a venture, we know where you will end. It's not money that you need first. You've not got the name of an entity. You've not registered it, then you are looking. No, that's not where you start from. Discover it that I have a seed in my inside that my generation will do ballet for. Tell yourself, I may start small. God wants everybody to start small. Because even God himself started small. And when God started on earth, he didn't start by eating. He started by creating. In the beginning, God what? Created. So at every beginning is a moment of what? Of creativity. Moment of production. It's the moment of eating. And God created. You know what Job said? Is it chapter 7 verse 8 or verse 8 verse 7? Any of them you find it, you'll find it. He said, no! Your beginning may be small, but your later end should be great. Though thy beginning was small, yet thy later end shall greatly increase. It is what is started that is grown and become something